We always love it when our friends from Sedoma Law drop by, and today we have Dustin Davis, an attorney at Sedoma, to tell us a little bit more about the topic of guardian ad litem. We see that kind of around, and a lot of people don't know exactly what it means, but it serves a very important purpose. Dustin, welcome to the couch, first of all.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about guardian ad litem. What does that mean?
So it's actually like many things in law, it's a Latin term which simply just means a guardian for the suit or for the case. Mm-hmm. And a guardian ad litem is essentially a neutral, objective advocate for a child or children in a family court case. In some ways, they serve as a sort of neutral eyes and ears for the court as well to kind of sift through the he said, she said, which is really common in a family court case.
And a lot of these cases can be very complex, so you'll need that person to kind of help facilitate and act as a guardian of sorts.
Yeah, I think it's very helpful for the court, and it's also helpful for the attorneys and helpful in pursuing your objectives in a family court case.
As someone watching this, how do you know when you should be using a guardian ad litem? Like, is it one that's appointed to you, or is it someone that you can request?
Well, the law tells us, and in South Carolina, anytime you have custody or visitation as a contested issue, the law will require a guardian ad litem. There are many other instances where a guardian might be required, like a termination of parental rights, an adoption case, or a minor name change, and some other areas. But anytime you have any of those issues, you'll have a guardian ad litem appointed to advocate for the children's best interest.
Yeah, and I was reading this question. I never had thought about it before. The gender of the guardian ad litem is important in many cases, and it's offering some diversity in that scenario.
I think litigants oftentimes want to handpick a certain guardian, or certainly think a gender might be important. I found it to be not that critical.
Okay.
I think it's more important for a guardian ad litem to have experience in maybe some of the issues in that case, whether it may be a abuse neglect case involving DSS or other issues. A guardian ad litem is typically going to meet with the child at a neutral place like school or maybe a therapist's office. So those are really comfortable places for children. They're used to talking with adults there. So I don't think the gender matters as much, but certainly some litigants are always conscious of that.
Making sure that they have that comfort level of comfort where they're at a place that they know, they're not, feeling like they're in a foreign place, which
right.
is important too. So for folks watching this that may be, getting ready to be involved in a case that is going to require some of these services, is it best for them to call you guys or stop by to have that conversation?
Well, yeah, it's important to talk to your lawyer about what the guardian's role is, and how your attorney can lean on the guardian or sort of use the guardian to assist your role as the attorney in the case.
Yeah, and you guys are located here in Greenville, right on Court Street, which
Correct.
We always get a kick out of. And best to go on your website to kind of see the list of services that you provide and give you guys a call to see which attorney is best able to represent you.
Correct. We've got a team of excellent attorneys here, and we handle any issues that touch on family law in South Carolina.
Well, Dustin, thank you so much for being on the couch. Your first time here for the Sedoma Law team. We look forward to seeing you even more, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course, SedomaLaw.com is the website to go and check out. We'll also put their number on our website, yourcarolina.tv.